Hello folks, and welcome back to Wonder of Watches. Now a change of scenery for me today because it's my son Owen's birthday tomorrow. He's turning 9 and he's baking a few cakes in my house. He's cooking up a storm there. Now my son coincidentally shares his name with the man behind this watch. The watch we are looking at today is the Green Sea from Devo Watches, and the man behind the brand is Owen Devlin from Wicklow here in Ireland. So a great privilege to review another micro brand from Ireland, and this one has some real Irish touches in it. Obviously it's got the green ceramic bezel insert, the green dial, and then a white hands and just that hint of orange. So all the colours of the Irish tricolour are there, the green, white and orange. Now the watch comes in this wonderful pack, and on the inside it has this extreme, it's the only word to describe it, cushioning. So this one is ready to travel all over the world if you were to order it. On the front we have a picture of the watch, the Green Sea, and the brand name Devo Watches. Of course it's available from www.devowatches.com. Now the watch is absolutely incredible. Now just to set some context here, we have to talk about price because it's available from devowatches.com for €239. And what you get for that price is just unbelievable. We've got a Seiko NH35 movement with hacking and hand winding. We've got a domed sapphire crystal with AR coating on the underside. We have a ceramic bezel and a beautifully finished sandblasted case and that ultra thin coin edged bezel. It's just incredible for the money, but it's more than just specs because the watch is beautifully balanced. If you look at the slope on the ceramic bezel, it's such a clean transition between that and the domed crystal, almost looking like that curve from 12 to 6 between the ceramic bezel and the domed crystal is all one. There you can kind of see it there. It's just fantastic. But in addition to that, we have this almost extreme curving of the flanks of the case. Hard to get the camera to focus now. And that just means that it sits on the wrist beautifully. So in addition to that then, the watch comes with a wonderfully articulated brushed bracelet, but Owen also provides a rubber strap and a strap change tool, all in the one package, and still just for that remarkable price of €239. So I'm going to swap the strap to the rubber, take the watch out to its natural habitat, the sea, and then we'll come back and we'll talk more about dimensions, specs, and the beautiful aesthetics of this wonderful piece. Okay, so back at the kitchen table, the spotty tablecloth is gone. Being replaced by this Harry Potter one. There's that birthday cake, I tell you what. Unbelievable. Piling on the COVID pounds here. Anyway, so dimension wise, we've got diameter of 42mm, 42.5mm. We've got a lug width of 22mm. It's got a height of 13.5mm. And it's got lug to lug of 51mm. Now the 51mm might seem a little large to some, but I can tell you that my wrist is a very spindly 17 centimeters or 6 3/4 inches. But it's because of the curve of that case there, that extreme curve. It hugs the wrist extremely well, and really anybody with a wrist of 16 centimeters plus can pull this off. Now, just to get the one niggle I have out of the way, it's just the crown here at 4 o'clock. It's a little too small for the watch, and it can be a little bit fidgety, particularly when screwing back in. Now, the upside of this is that once it is screwed back in, it's very well protected by the case. The other thing, I would prefer it now to have the same finish as the rest of the case, this sandblasted finish, rather than it's got a kind of a high polished dome on it there outside of the knurling. Now, what I absolutely love about this watch is how dynamic it is in different lights. It literally looks like a black watch in low light conditions. At some angles in natural daylight, the ceramic bezel can look grey, but when you get some light shining directly on the dial, the true warmth of the green dial really comes through. And the dial is really excellent. Under macro, there is a texture to it, but you can tell the quality materials were used here, and the printing is similarly good. The C3 formula lume is applied evenly and in abundance. Again, under macro, the finishing of the lumed indices is very good. In particular, I love the elongated triangle at 12 o'clock. Yes, the layout of the indices and the style aesthetic, you know, it's reminiscent of other famous dive watches. But the indices also play with the light very well. In some lights, they look like an off-color cream. In outdoor light, they have a yellowish tinge, but as you can see from this outdoor shot under street lamps, they look full on yellow. But when all the lights are gone, the lume is incredible. The other thing I love about this watch is that it is extremely versatile. In fact, it's an absolute strap monster. Finally, the Caseback is beautifully decorated with the Trinity knot, one of the most powerful symbols in Celtic tradition. It consists of 3 interconnected leaves that symbolise a never-ending life journey across land, sea and sky, and this watch is certainly capable of accompanying you on that journey. Now, in terms of other green watches, I only have one other one. I've reviewed this before. Now, this is the Steinhardt Ocean 139. Now, side by side, it's a smaller watch, obviously. The colours are different. I think even on the ceramic bezel, it's slightly different green. And then the dial, it's more of a sunburst dial on the Steinhardt. So you can see it's just looking a little bit darker there, apart from the sunburst across the centre, than the Devo watch. So 2 green watches, but 2 different, definitely, you know, different colour greens involved. The indices, they're a lot whiter. You can see what I'm talking about when I mean a creamy coloured, kind of a yellow tinge to the indices on the Devo watch. Compared to the Steinhardt, they're very white. But I will say the lume on this guy far exceeds that on the Steinhardt. There's no doubt about that. So that's it, folks. Thanks very much for watching. Good luck, everyone. Ben.